Game is tied.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Higher percentages early in the shot. Take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Hayden into the front court. Down a bundle. Got a piece of it.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Beyond the arc for three. Buries the three. He's too good to leave that open.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you variety of ways, he chose a dagger with the three.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Hayden to Ntilikina. To Payton. Taj Gibson trying to cash in. The shot by Payton won't fall. Slams it down. They cannot be stopped right now.
Sometimes your opponent is not even in the game from the start. That's the way you run the floor, and you put the pressure on them right away in the first quarter.
The possession lies with New York. To Ntilikina. Gets it in the left corner. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Cruises inside for two.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Here comes this. And the reward, he's going to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First one goes down.
Number 2, Wade Ellington.
And gets both to drop at the line. New York in control of the basketball. Ntilikina. Probing the defense. To Ntilikina. Alonzo Trier. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Fires the three. Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get 1 or 2 to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
To Booker. Here comes the screen. Booker. Nothing going here on that drive. Taj Gibson swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Has a chance. Howard with the rebound. Gets it in the right corner. Booker.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Here's a chance from long range.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second free throw.
For the Knicks, number 5, Dennis Smith. Can't
take advantage. 1 for 3 at the line. Smith with it up top. His guys down big. Layup goes down. Well done.
There you go. I like seeing the scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. Here comes the screen. To Booker. To Dennis Smith Jr. Dwight Howard. Huge block. Going the other way. Booker. To Howard. Count the basket inside.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Alonzo Trier. And that's rebounded by the Grizzlies. That's going to be out of bounds. Time for some new personnel into the game. Good look there, but it's no good. To Marcus Morris. To Alonzo Trier. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Memphis, they've got it. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Count it. He'll let one fly from half court. That's it for the first quarter, and a nice advantage for the Grizzlies. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Everyone gets free pizza.
To Julius Randle. He got a piece. That's going to be out of bounds. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Taj Gibson sends it away. That's out. Last touch by Taj Gibson. Lets it fly from long range. That no good. Off the mark. Goes to the right side. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. What the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish foul. Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Smith. To Marcus Morris. New York with 4 to shoot. For 3, smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
He can't get past the defender. Oh, had him going there for a second. Stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Smith. Dennis Smith Jr. with a piece. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Dennis Smith Jr. New blood coming in for both sides.
Stepping in for the Memphis Grizzlies, number 4.
Short jumper off the mark. To Julius Randle. Taj Gibson above the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Memphis with the rock. On a pass stolen by the Knicks. Tanila Kina. Oh, he missed a short one there. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Ah, the monster stuff. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
From the outside, no good.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
There's the toss. Flushes down the slam. Ah, Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Tanila Kina. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. That one's going to be out of bounds. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. New York Knicks basketball. Hayden to Alonzo Trier. Here comes the screen. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. The Knicks clear the board. Hayden with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Shot clock winding down. Mitchell Robinson snatching it out of the air. Shot clock violation. Time to shuffle things up. Hayden. Shot from the lane won't go. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Hayden into the front court. Down a bundle. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Pass. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Five to shoot. From long range. And that's rebounded by Randall. Slam dunk, Alonzo Trier.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Fires the three. They have to keep him in their grasp.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know. Defensively, at times, you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
For three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Mitchell Robinson able to recover with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
And he stepped out of bounds, turns the ball over. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Here comes the screen. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Going to launch beyond the arc. Missed it. Alonzo Trier to Marcus Morris. Off the assist.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Grizzlies own the basketball. Surveys the floor. Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Knocked loose. Taken away by the Grizzlies. Here comes the screen. watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space.
Big finish that time for Julius Randle.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own
Percentage.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself, you make your teammate look great. That's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the... This is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And look out.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Alonzo Trier. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offense. They're going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. Beyond the arc for three. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. And breaks it up.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down and the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Grizzlies with 4 to shoot. Not big finish. Full head of steam that time. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Coach of the Knicks signals for a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Possession lies with New York. Hayden on the drive, but it won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Has a look. Deep two there, won't go. Hayden with the basketball. Under a minute to go before halftime. And a nice finish at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
And count the basket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Hayden into the front court. His guys down big with the interception. Great defensive play.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
To Payton. Kelly Olynyk rejects it. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish. And the first half has come to an end. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one.
The Grizzlies have built a comfortable lead.
It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Memphis Grizzlies.
The Knicks have yet to appear after one half of basketball.
There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the New York Knicks.
Game track. Defense.
The Memphis Grizzlies are using defense to create offense, and it's coming off blocks and steals. They're putting in work on both ends of the court.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game.
Was cold.
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top. All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
In the front court comes Smith. He'll run the offense. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Rocking the rim.
This is a statement game for this unit. This defense has generated a lot of easy offense. And the one thing we know in the league, easy offense is hard to come by.
Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
Goes to the left side. Here comes the screen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Now the coach of the Knicks going to signal for a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Nice swat that time.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
The drive right to the basket. Here comes the screen. And the finish. Slam dunk.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Smith now into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And the basket good at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Oh, he's denied.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Smith. It's Grizzlies ball. Curling inside. Oh, he had him there for a second. Driving right to the basket. Smith into the front court. Down a bundle. That's going to be out of bounds. Oh, blocked away.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Gets it in the left corner. Goes to the right side. Fires the three. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Smith. Rises for the slam. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Smith. Off the mark. With defense like that.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Deep left corner. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Short jumper off the mark. Here's a chance from long range. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Smith. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I don't know if a body on him would have prevented that bucket, but it at least would have let him know that you were there.
Taj Gibson pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Knicks with the basketball. Smith. With the fadeaway. burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He misses. Lays it up and in.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Screen coming. For 3. Tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
3-second count. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Substitutions, Memphis.
Hayden on the drive, but it won't go. Screen coming. From long range. He'll take that any day.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the 3-point shot is.
Grizzlies at the controls right now. Here comes the screen. Fires the 3, knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. The screen sets him up for 2.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Taj Gibson. Picked up by Memphis. Howard picked up by Gibson. Here comes the screen. Five on the shot clock for Memphis. 4-3. He was all over him. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Hayden. No good. No, on a pass stolen by the Knicks.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Here comes the screen. Going to launch beyond the arc. Another chance. Howard. Throws it up. Won't go.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Grizzlies with 4 to shoot. And he'll go to the foul line.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
Misses the first. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Timeout here for the Knicks as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Ny with the basketball. His guys down big. To Alonzo Trier. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
With a drop step. Rebound taken by the Knicks.
I got him. Here we go.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Here comes the screen. Shot clock for Memphis. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Ny into the front court. He'll run the offense. The rebounds pulled down by the Grizzlies. Long key from three-quarters court. That ends the third quarter. The Grizzlies are way out in front. Grizzlies get the first crack at it as we begin the fourth quarter. You figured they certainly had the advantage coming into this one. Jay, that's how it's played out.
On paper, this wasn't set up to be much of a contest. If the crowd could have gotten into it early, maybe. But sometimes a team is so good that you never had a chance to even start.
Beyond the arc for three. Oh, that's how it's done.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
To Marcus Morris. Off the assist.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Fires the three. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Booker. Look out, Devin Booker. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Marcus Morris. Wide open look, won't go. To Booker. Sets him up. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Got it.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Ntilikina. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff games, it will.
Nice work by Alonzo Trier.
Which way do you want it, Ed? Lefty, righty? He can finish with either.
Screen coming left, screen coming left.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Ntilikina down low for Gibson. Short jumper off the mark. And that one is out. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. The possession lies with New York. To Marcus Morris. Ntilikina. Knocked loose. That's going to be out of bounds. Taj Gibson above the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Grizzlies with 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range. Now that's a contest. Down low to Smith. Oh, he had it. Here comes the screen. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
And he can't convert the free throw. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. To the rim. On a pass stolen by the Knicks. Hayden. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks. Hayden to Dennis Smith Jr. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Lets it fly from long range. trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. New York in control of the basketball. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. For three, no good. And a putback slam.
Ooh, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Smith with the basketball. Down a bundle to Payton. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Here comes the screen. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
New York Knicks basketball. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Marcus Morris sends it away. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marcus Morris. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Number 67.
To Howard. From the painted area, won't go down. Smith with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration.
Got a piece of him.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Slam dunk.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Nothing going here on that drive. From long range. Message received. Well defended. Possession lies with New York. Smith to Marcus Morris. Nice pass to get things going.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Now the Grizzlies will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 14. Into the game for the Grizzlies. Number 25.
To Evans. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Knocks it down from mid-range.
There's a natural hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scouting report.
It goes down.
There's something to be said about a guy that can make the game easier for everybody else on the court. We call that dropping dimes, very similar to the way I'm dropping nuggets on this broadcast.
To Dennis Smith Jr.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Dwight Howard with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Throws it down.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Dennis Smith Jr. defended by Howard. To Julius Randle. Big finish that time for Julius Randle. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Taj Gibson swats it. That's going to be out of bounds. To the rim, lays it up and in.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. On a pass stolen by the Knicks. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Evans. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Tyreke Evans at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. In the front court comes Smith. He'll run the offense. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Smith on the drive, but his shot won't fall. To Evans. The pass set it all up.
And I'll never forget one of my first games playing as a rookie with the Bulls. I talked to Steve Nash, and Steve Nash always used to tell me, the more you come out and you get your teammates involved, the easier it will be for you to score down the stretch. Think about it. You come out, you get 7, 8 quick assists, then a ball fake on the next.
Knicks with the basketball. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks. To Dennis Smith Jr. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. To Julius Randle. Off the mark. On a pass stolen by the Knicks. Howard. Nothing going here on that drive. Tried to slam it down, but it comes out.
Just the thought of coming into the lane. Amongst the trees, that shot was altered before he even took it.
Kelly Olynyk, huge block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Turns and slams it down.
Clean up in aisle 4. Repeat, clean up in aisle 4. If there's anyone from the weak side that wants to participate in this game defensively, please raise your hand.
It's a turnover as they head the other way.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
And scores. Strong take.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, Check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Memphis, they've got it. And scores.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Julius Randle sends it away. Here's a steal. Dangerous pass. Grizzlies get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.